Howdy, hey everyone. I'm Nelvana, Nell for short, also known as Lucky, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to the Speeddraw. Today I'm drawing some PNGtuber states featuring my fursona. This is my first time using OBS, doing kind of a Speeddraw YouTube video, doing a PNGtuber, so it's a lot of experimenting here. Lots of trying things out and seeing how they go. Here you can see I started with a base sketch off screen just to kind of get a feel for what I wanted. Normally I do a thumbnail a lot smaller scale and then scale it up and do a sketch over top, but the thumbnail ended up being a bit bigger than usual, so it just turned into a regular sketch on its own. You can see as I go through these sketches, there were some ideas that'll be scraps later on. I wanted to have the character's eyes looking down at the drawing tablet as she draws. That doesn't end up making it to the final cut. I also edited in so that the pencil would move back and forth. That also didn't end up making it into the cut. I wasn't sure if that was something I'd actually be able to do with my current setup that I have. I'll be using a veado.tube mini, and I believe it only allows 4 frames per character, or per state, so that would be blinking and then the mouth closing and opening. So here we finally completed the sketch, so I scaled it up and then I'll end up moving it around a bit more. I didn't feel like it was perfectly centered. Since this is a symmetrical drawing, I needed it to be centered to properly do the line art, so you see I'll try that out a couple times. While we're getting that underway, I'll introduce myself a bit more. I am a Canadian, East Coast, or Atlantic province. I've recently graduated from art college, so I'm just trying to explore around and see what I can do while I get a career. Hopefully I will do some more speed draws and show off some of my animation and animatics through YouTube, portfolio style. My laptop that I currently have isn't that great for recording or games, so I'm a little hesitant to try recording gameplay yet, but we might give that a go, and then I'll upload some playthroughs of some games. I've enjoyed a lot of indie games. I like the monster catching genre. I've tried games like Monster Sanctuary and Cassette Beasts. Those are both very fun. I like Dredge. I'm currently working on a playthrough of Hollow Knight, and I need to continue playing Cult of the Lamb pretty soon as well, so maybe some of those will get playthroughs here, maybe not. I might need to get a new laptop before then. I also have a Twitch channel, but I'm not sure if that will end up getting used very frequently. If it does, that's where my PNGtuber will get a lot of her action. Otherwise, I'll put her over top as an overlay on some videos, I think. That'd be kind of fun. If you're someone who knows me through Discord, then I might try also experimenting to put this as an overlay for Discord streams, because I think that's fun. So yeah, currently a lot of experimenting, a lot of trying out different things. I would like to get a job as a storyboard artist, but in this day and age I try to keep myself flexible and see whatever comes across my path. So I plan on making some animatics. I have a list of some fun audios that I'd like to try animating some of my characters too, some original characters, some D&D characters with friends, that sort of thing. I might try doing some more story-focused ones. I have an original cast of characters that I would like to write a book about someday, so they'll probably get featured in some animatics. That will actually be one of the first ones for the final project that I did in my college program. I did an animatic featuring those characters, so that'll be probably one of the early videos I'll post. If you're watching this way in the future, it'll probably already be up. I also will be posting some of the other animations that I've done in the program I took. Those will be mostly experimental. There's a head turn, there's a pendulum, mostly getting a feel for the animation principles, understanding motion and timing. I'll be making sure to have them here so that I can put them up on my art station as part of my portfolio. As we move into coloring, I guess I can tell you a bit about my fursona. She's an original species because I couldn't pick an animal that I wanted to use. I wanted to pick something that had big ears. I like the expressiveness. I like the idea of flying, so I wanted wings. I wanted the big tail. Obviously, no animal perfectly matches all those categories, so I went the original character route. Her species is believed to have descended from dragons and griffins, but within its setting, it's not sure whether or not that is truly the case. There isn't that much research been done on it yet. So she's got some scales, she's got feathers, she's got fur, all traits very common in her species. There's always more fur than feathers and scales combined, though. Her species that she's a part of is actually in the same setting of that original story that I mentioned earlier, so it's a bit fun to play with. I like exploring different animal biology and species biology and world building and all that. That's part of the fun of getting to do something like writing a story or doing storyboards, just being a part of that creation process. I can't promise consistent uploads yet. I'm still new to this. I'm still experimenting, as I've said before. I'm just trying to see where things go. Hopefully a little bit down the line I'll get into the rhythm of things, and then I'd like to do weekly uploads. But again, I'm not sure when that'll happen. Especially since we're currently in the throes of art fight. Hopefully I'll try and do some speed draws for art fight attacks, because I think that'd be fun. I've always liked it when people do a speed draw of attacks that they do for me. I think that's nice. So it's a lot of trying new things, messing around, trying to figure out what I want. And I hope I'll get some people sticking around through the ride, or at the very least, if I do manage to stay consistent, then you're looking back on this years down the line and seeing where things started out very carefully. That's how things started out. A lot of just trying to figure out what I'm doing with my life. It's a bit of a scary world out there, but I've always been a bit of a shark with these things. I gotta just keep going ahead with them. Currently, the art program I'm using is Sketchbook Pro, but I've been thinking of switching to Clip Studio Paint. It's a bit expensive, but if I go for the free trial, hopefully it would last me until there's another sale. That would be the plan there. I've heard some recommendations about it. A lot of my friends use it. One of the big things about me wanting to switch to it, though, is for the animation. All of the animations that I've previously done and will be posting were done through Photoshop. But Photoshop sucks, so I'm hoping to try out something else. If you're someone who uses Clip Studio Paint, feel free to let me know. Tell me how it goes. Otherwise, I'm using Sketchbook, I'm using Shotcut to put together the video, and I'm using OBS Studio to do the audio and other recording stuffs. So that's about it for this. I'm just about wrapping up the coloring here, and so I'll just say once again, thanks for giving this a watch. Thanks for checking out this channel. Thanks for giving me a try. It works! This is very charming and fun. I am very much having a fun time. I would like to take this moment to recommend veado.tube Mini. It's free. It's very easy to use, very comprehensible. I'm just using it for the first time, and everything was pretty easy to piece together. You can pick each of the images. You can customize how much if it jumps, if there's a darken when you're not talking, like this. It's a little darker there. You can edit how sensitive the microphone is. You could do all sorts of stuff. It's very fun. It's very cute. Very good job to the people who made it. I just wanted to show off this little test real quick. Thank you again for watching, and have a lovely day.